Making Mekaneck a Mekaneck makes marvelous sense, but putting him with Ground Ripper? What about army building? Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at Masters of the Universe, Mekaneck and Ground Ripper, or Earth Ripper as we remember it from the 80s. Let's start out with looking at the artwork. And Mekaneck always looks really nice in my opinion. One of my favorite toys from my youth. This is a bit scratched on the edges, but it works. And of course, inside you can see him being all strapped up. Because I like to open these with you and not before, but it's not always possible. But this one I just had to save because it's so good, I think. I hope. I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know, but I hope. And on the back we have some nice artwork here. You can see Eternia there. King Hiss, of course. And in the 80s you had a little strap you can just pull through and it went whoa. It doesn't today, and for some reason they've included some ugly ass face to the vehicle. Ooh, I want Cobra Khan so badly. I have to look into Cobra Khan Ratlaw for this series as well. But let's open him up. And as always you have that. This just makes my blood curl. Ooh. Why do they put these on? I can understand a seal, but this can actually rip the box, and I don't like that. Yes, I'm still working with this tape piece. Ah, there you go. Or there it goes. There she blows. And of course we can open this up, and I'm going to turn this around so we can see when we're pulling this out and how it looks. And here you have Mekaneck and Ground Ripper. And of course you have these little turnable things, like so. Now they are loose. Yes, get away with you. And you have to use some scissors here, because everything just, well, you know. And you have to untab these as well, because otherwise you can just rip this off and you don't want to. And I can say that this feels really, really, really light. Good or bad? I don't know. Let's find out. Now, as I am a collector, I don't want to rip things from the box, so I don't really know what to do here. I think I'll just do my... Yeah, that looks good. I think I'll just do my regular stuff. Let's see. Now I've destroyed the toy. Now we can do this as well. And get this strange head open up. And there is my destroyed box going back into the big box. I really wish Mattel would be a bit more collector friendly so you didn't have to rip everything out of there. Let's first take a look at the Ground Ripper. And you have a little seat belt here. And I don't think you will be using every one here, every one of these holes, because that's just, well, you can see they're pretty tight as is. But let's get a look at this. Look at the detailing. There is a lot of stickers here, as you can see, and they're all pre-applied, so you don't have to do that. And that's good, because I am not good at putting stickers on things. I did succeed on Castle Grayskull, but it took a lot of work, I can tell you. And you have some cogwheels here, and some really nice effects here as well. You have that nice indicator board, and it rolls really nicely. Unfortunately, this is included. As you can see, it rolls very freely. They are really good at making rolling wheels. This is what it looks like from beneath. From above, we've already seen this side. And that's him from the back. Now, you can take this head away, but why would you? Look at the detailing. It's really, really nice. And now I'm going to bring in the other head as well, so we can look at them side by side. I don't really know why you would want to have this head on. If anyone knows, please tell me in the comments. It looks like the jaw should be movable, but it isn't. It has, well, maybe the same indicators here, I don't know. But you can just put that on instead. I haven't done this before, so I have to, like that. And this is the strange new look that it has. This is going in a baggie and never being used again. And this is going back on. But I do like this. This looks good. I'm really happy with this one, actually. Let's look at Mekaneck and his accessories. And we start with the accessories, with his little mallet or club thingy. And I remember when I had Mekaneck in the 80s, this was the one piece that stuck by me even when the toy was gone. I remember this in a box at my mother's in my late 20s, I think. So, yeah, for clubs. And it looks really good. And it can look like a telescope or something like that. It has a hole in it. I don't think you can connect. This is a neck. So you don't have an action feature on him, per se. You just add a neck. I wonder if you can add a neck here. No, you can't. It's just not doable. No, it's not doable. And you have some white up there. And let's look at the neck. Nicely detailed, as you can see. Unfortunately, if you want to army build the Ground Ripper, you could get more of these, so his neck would be longer, but unfortunately they painted blue here, so it would just look strange. And you don't really have any articulation on this peg, though it looks like it should, but it doesn't. But enough about accessories, let's bring the man himself out for closer inspection. And here he is. Ooh, I like him. I like him very much. He is a bit on the small side, but that's because he is an Origins figure and not a cartoon collection figure. But as they stand side by side, I don't think there won't be any problems, I think. And you can always extend the neck so it looks even taller. Let's get up close and personal. They have some reflective surfaces here. Very nicely metallic look, as you can see. Oh, yes. And a very nice face. Very plush lips. And this is the same armor that Stinkor has, which bothers me a bit, but not to an extent that I won't get both of them. So, because it looks really nice with the silver and the little effects on the sides here. And here is the big change from the cartoon line. This actually has these little circular things that it should have on the waist if it's cartoon inaccurate. Yes, cartoon inaccurate. And he got some silver booties. And as with all of them, he doesn't have a bum really at all, and he's slightly hinged forward. That's not good for his neck. Maybe he has just played too much mobile phone games. You can take this off if you want to, but it's a very pliable plastic, so you have to be very careful so you don't break anything. But what you're ending up with is just the standard He-Man body under there, so you can, but I won't, because this is just... good. Okay, for articulation, his head can go around, and now he's all spinny. And as you can see, it's on a ball peg. He can look up, he can look down. Very well done. His arms can go out. They can do a 360 as... Well, we all know this by now, because this is the standard Origins articulation. In, out on the hands, and it's a relaxed hand with some veins on it. It looks really, really nice. He's been pumping some iron, yes. And on the other hand, you have that gripping hand for his little club, and you can rotate his waist all around. You can pose his legs forward, a bit backwards, and out to the side on a nice ball peg. Yes, this is not dignified, I don't care. Under 90 degrees, just due to his enormous muscles. And of course, you can turn his boots around, and you can go up, and you can rotate the boots however you want. So he is very poseable. Just be mindful of his knees being lined up with his little kneecap. Otherwise, well, this is the same thing with everyone, so... I got a bit of scraping here, but that's me, unfortunately, opening this pack up. This does feel a little bit flimsy. It doesn't really secure on him, but that doesn't really matter. He looks good, and he can stand by himself. And to extend his neck, you have to push his head off, or pull, of course, not push. You push on the head, not on. Do you get things right? And you get this on, and you push that on. This is more of a friction joint than anything, but then you push the head on like that, and now he can just look around ledges, and even though this isn't tabbed on, it works. Really, really nice. And of course, you have his little club. And that makes him a bit front heavy. Let's have him bend his arm a bit. Like that. And who doesn't love this Mekaneck? Ooh, because these two toys comes in a set, I will be giving them a joint score, but they will also be given separate scores. So you will be getting both of those later on. But let's put him in here. Let's see if we can. Maybe I don't know how to. And again, I don't think that any other hole except the outer one will be used. So... And there you have him, in his vehicle. Yay for rolling things. Now for my conclusion. This is just great. It is a bit on the light side for the vehicle, but it doesn't really matter. It rolls and it functions very well. You can change out his head if you want to. The quality is good, the stickers are just awesome, and, well, it fills its purpose. The vehicle itself gets an Eternian score of 9. Mekaneck is a childhood favorite of mine, so I'm going to be a bit biased here, but he is good, and his body and articulation and everything is just like every other Origins figure. So if you like that, he's going to score high for you as well, and he's going to score high for me as well. He gets an Eternian score of 9. To me, he's a must-have in your collection if you collect the Origins line, which I really don't. I'm more of the cartoon collection kind of collector, but it is part of the Origins line that too, so maybe we'll see in the future. But a joint score for these two is actually lower. It's 8, and that is because if you want to army build the Ground Ripper, you get a lot of Mekanecks. And I don't want to army build Mekanecks. So maybe they should have come in different packagings, Or maybe different packagings and a joint packaging? I don't know. I'm not an army builder, so it doesn't really bother me. But I know of several collectors that do, so that does drag the score down a bit. But that's only due to the army building and nothing else, because this is a great toy and I'm so happy to have it. But this is a strong recommendation from me still. But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always,